Hello there and welcome back to my channel. It is of course only me again, and thank you all so much for joining me back out on another metal detecting adventure. So this week is a very special episode indeed, and that's because we have come on tour. A good friend of mine invited us to come and do some metal detecting 4.5 hours away because he has some fields where he believes is the site of a Roman settlement. Now he has found some absolutely wonderful things in these fields, and we are hoping that when we come today, we're also going to find some amazing bits to show you on the camera. Just to give you a taste of how good this field could potentially be today, we came into the field and the very first signal I had whilst I had all my bags on and was making the way to the bit where I was going to put them down was this absolutely gorgeous little late 1st century into the 2nd century Roman fibula. It's a tiny little one, could potentially be a child's one or a pet one. Not bad at all for our very first find in this field. So I am super excited to see what comes out today. And if you want to see what comes out, then of course continue to watch the video, because everything that comes out, I am going to film so that you can see it firsthand. And that of course leaves me to say, if you love metal detecting videos just like this, then you are in the right place. So do consider to subscribe to the channel. It's completely free, just one button below, and it means every time I put out a video, you'll get a notification. And if you want to help me out, help the channel grow, hit that thumbs up button down there as well. That will mean a lot. But let's go and see what we can find in this amazing site today, and everything good that comes out, you're going to see right here first. I'll see you on the first hole. Well, of course, it's that time of the morning where we have come down on our very first target, and in an amazing place like this, which could potentially be a real Roman settlement site, every target you need to treat with a level of sort of certainty, because even our first target, which is kind of 57, 58, something like that, could potentially be a nice little Roman coin. But it's inside this big clod. Let's crack it open and see what we've got. Okay, so we've got the clod, split it in half, so we know it's in that bit. Let's break this bit in half. Oh, I can see it already. Well, we've come down on a piece of wire, which unfortunately is just a piece of modern wire, but could have been anything. You've got to investigate it, and just because you're on a Roman site doesn't mean all you're going to find is Roman stuff. Right, so just bumped into Mr Tweed, and he's come running over to me saying that he's found something in this field. What
cool,
have you had?
Yes, it's really cool. Literally banging signal right on the surface. I didn't even have to use my pinpointer because I saw it sticking out of the top. And yeah, a little Roman coin, quite literally sticking out of the soil.
Oh my God, that was just lying on the top.
That was literally, yeah, it's quite lumpy over there, and as you can see, all of the seed heads from all of the crop, and it was, yeah, quite literally just
sat on the top.
So I thought you'd
let's
like
have a look.
You'd like to see it come out.
see.
I'm not sure if it'll have much detail on it, but it's still a.
Oh, it's a beautiful little coin, isn't it?
Yeah,
absolutely beautiful.
Definitely not the best condition Roman we've had, but equally, you know, I'm always happy to find a Roman coin.
Yeah,
especially where we are, we don't find them very often. So yeah, this is coin number 3 of the day, and we've only been here for half an hour. If that, so.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Love it, thank you.
Got to get my first one yet, so let's keep going, shall we?
Hopefully it's a silver for you.
So it looks like we've gone and had our very first little sort of decent find. Well, other than the fibula that of course we found when we first walked into the field. But I think it's a little Roman coin, but I don't think it's got any detail on it whatsoever. So that is a bit of a guess. It could be anything at all, but it certainly looks like a little Roman coin. It's a bit broken on that side, but I'm going to go with a Roman coin. Being in an area like this where so many Roman bits have come up, let's just say that we've gone and found our very first Roman coin there. In which case, that's exciting. And also with some of Mr Tweed's Roman coins, I think he's had another one now as well. I think we're going to get quite a few of these today. So not too far on from the last Roman coin that we had another target, and this was coming up at about 52 as a target ID. It looks like we've gone and found another Roman coin, but let's pick it out and see if it's got a shank on the back, which I can't feel a shank on the back. No, that is 100% another little Roman grotty coin. I can just make out something on there. I don't know whether it's coming through on the camera, but yeah, that is 100% another little Roman coin. So we are most certainly in a very, very big Roman settlement area. I've got to stop dropping it. There we go. Right, yeah, so they're everywhere. They're absolutely everywhere. I'm pretty sure we're going to get an absolute bag full of little coins like this today. And all right, they don't have much detail on, but you never know, we might be lucky and come across one that has got a little bit of detail on. So there we are, another Roman coin in this field. We're not going to argue with that. I would be as happy as a pig digging these all day long. So just in and amongst the dirt here, we have gone and found ourselves another little Roman coin. These things are literally everywhere on this site. You just can't take a step for coming across a little Roman grot. I mean, this one looks like a little radiate coin as well. So this is probably going to be late 2nd into the 3rd century or something like that. And that of course means that there was settlement here for several hundred years, which is super interesting, and it certainly opens up the history of this particular landscape, because if they were here for a few hundred years, chances are they would have dropped some amazing things for us to find. And of course, it could very well be an important Celtic site before the Romans were here as well. So yeah, another Roman coin. Happy days. Well, we certainly know that it's possible to find Roman coins in an amazing field like this, but it's also possible to find things from other time periods as well. And I've just pulled out something which is super, super cool, and it's got such a lush green patina on it. And I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but whether it's Roman or whether it's from a later period in time, let's have a look at it and hopefully we can work that out together. So one thing you'll notice straight away about this find is obviously it's just green. It's nice copper bronze, copper alloy, and it's got a little decorative hole on the top there as well, and it's sort of rounded off at the bottom into this kind of almost heart-shaped motif. And I'm thinking this is going to be possibly either medieval or post-medieval, but what is it? Do you think it's like a little clasp maybe from a book or a book decoration, or do you think it might possibly be a little strap end or something like that? Well, hopefully somebody watching this can help me out and let me know, but it does have some really cool decoration to it, and you can see that the top part here is actually serrated as well, so it is quite cool. I mean, it could even be Roman, to be honest with you, but I don't find them enough, and certainly don't find bits in this area enough to be able to tell you for sure. But hopefully somebody watching this can help me out, and if you know what it is or want to have a guess, hit me up in the comments below. Okay, so not too far on from the last find, we have had a very faint sort of 52 to 54 this one. Really didn't think it was going to be anything much. I've had a few shotgun shells in that range, to be honest, so I was thinking, shall I dig this one? But then I remembered where we are and what's been found here, so I thought, yep, we're going to dig it, and I'm quite glad that I did, because we've got a lovely little Roman coin, and it's absolutely tiny. I mean, that's the top of my finger, and look how small it is. It's absolutely tiddly. And it was quite deep as well. I'd probably say it was about 4 inches below the ground here. So really good result today for the Legacy program, that's for sure. And if we're finding tiny little coins like this, that's 4 inches below the ground, then potentially we're going to find loads more stuff as well. So I can clean this up, hopefully get some more details from it for you, And yeah, a nice little Roman coin. Okay, so as you can probably hear, we have got another target, and this one is coming up at about 53 to 54. But it sounds quite close to the top, and I thought I would give this one a live dig just because we've come into an area which is just producing loads and loads of little Roman coins. So chances are this could be one of them. But let's see if we can find it without using the spade, because I think it is quite close to the top. I think we might just have to dig a little bit out on this one. Let's just get the spade in, make life easier for ourselves. Here we go. Okay. Well, it's not a coin, I just found part of a Roman ring. So yeah, I'm just cleaning this off, and I'm almost 100% sure that this is actually just the top of a Roman ring. And obviously the actual loopy part, which would have gone around there and obviously gone to the finger, is broken off, but we might still be able to find it in the field. But obviously it's been ploughed several times, so it does potentially mean that it could be anything at all. But that is a truly stunning little find, and it's either going to be copper alloy or it's going to be potentially silver. But I'm going to have to give it a test and clean it up properly later on when I get back. But I am absolutely chuffed with that, because that is an amazing find. I mean, I love finding Roman coins, but a nice Roman ring top like that, don't get those every day, that's for sure. Even my hand's shaking a little bit with that one. But yeah, what an amazing little find. You certainly know that you're on the place of a Roman settlement when you're finding stuff like this, that's for sure. Right, so we are literally about 5 feet away from where I found that little Roman ring. And I've had a really sweet little signal down here, which is coming up at about 62. And I'm kind of hoping that it might be... Oh no, it's a blob of lead. I was kind of hoping it was going to be the bottom half of the ring. But unfortunately, this one is just a blob of lead. And with settlement sites, of course, lead is rife. So you're always going to get lead mixed in with all of the finds as well. But yeah, just a blob of lead. Okay, so moving on from the little blob of lead, we've got a little blob of mud. Only this blob of mud makes a noise. Have a listen. Quite a nice noise. So let's break it open and see what's inside of this one. Is it going to be anything good? Oh, wow. Now that is a sweet little coin. Is that silver? What sort of coin is that? Is that a hammered coin? Oh my goodness, I don't think I've ever found anything like that. Looks like a little silver Roman coin maybe. Very interesting indeed. It's definitely Roman, I'm sure it is, but I think it is made of silver. And it's just got some amazing detail on it. I don't know, I've never ever found anything that small. Certainly not a denarius or anything like that, but it is definitely a silver coin, but it's just very small. So I'm gonna have to find out about this, and obviously I'll clean it up and put it on the video for you as well. But that is a really special little find. So we have just pretty much gone from a Roman ring top to a blob of lead to quite possibly a little bucket lister of a Roman coin. Absolutely amazing. Days don't come much better than this. Well, we've just gone and found another find, and can you guess what it is that we found? It's actually another Roman coin, and this one was an absolutely ear-bursting 73, But what's quite nice about this one is I actually think it is silver. And if it is silver, then it probably means that this is going to be my second silver coin of the day. Now, it's really difficult to see whether or not this is silver because it looks like it isn't. It actually looks like a bronze coin. However, if you look at the edge of the coin, you can actually see that it's just got a little bit of silver coming through. And that means that it could once have been pure silver, or it could have been washed in silver. So it's essentially an imitation coin. But it is a really, really nice coin, and I'm pretty sure that with a bit of care and attention, we're going to get some lovely detail from it as well. So it's another one in the bag. We are certainly racking them up today, and we are finding some amazing Roman things in this field. Let's push on, let's see what else we can get. I'll see you on the next one. Well, as if today just couldn't get any better. We have just been pulling out so many ancient Roman finds and artifacts and coins. It's been really, really unbelievable. But I've just had a little target down here which came up at about 73, and I dug it out and I instantly knew what this little find was. And I think we've gone and found an absolutely gorgeous little Roman hairpin. Now, this obviously would have been used to hold up the hair or essentially tie it up. And it's a really nice little item. It's a very domesticated item, certainly associated with Roman settlement sites, that's for sure. And it just boggles the mind to think who once would have used this hairpin and worn it, and you know, how did it end up being dropped in the field? Was it broken so they discarded it? Or were they walking around maybe getting some water from the stream and it dropped out and they were never able to find it? It certainly does make you wonder, doesn't it? But it's just another truly amazing little find amongst all of the other bits that we've had. And yeah, it's going to take pride and place, I think, in my collection, this one, that's for sure. So we've got another target, and of course we have got another Roman coin. Sounds absolutely crazy saying that, because to be honest, all we seem to be getting today is shotgun shells, blobs of lead and Roman stuff. So not a bad mix of stuff to find in a field, that's for sure. But this is quite a nice little Minim. Absolutely tiny little Roman coin. It's got some nice details on the front there. Almost looks like a sort of leaping horse or something like that on the front of this one. And then on the back, a tiny little emperor's head. I mean, how they managed to get little tiny dies with emperor's heads on for tiny minims like this is truly, truly crazy. Somebody was a master at what they did, that is for sure. But yeah, another Roman coin, and these come up, you know, so sort of delicate little signals, about 52 to 54, relatively deep under this stubble field. So the legacy program is indeed absolutely killing it. We are finding everything that's there to be had for us. I've got absolutely no doubt about that. So if we're finding minims like this, we are going to find absolutely everything that's in the ground, and I'm excited to find it. So let's go and find some more. Now, there's a possibility that you might get a bit bored of me showing you Roman coins in this video, but if you're anything like me, you'll just never ever get bored of seeing a coin that is 2,000 years old come out of the ground. And this one is an absolute little stunner. It's probably one of the best condition bronze coins that I've found all day. And it's got a little bit of edge damage there, which is to be expected. It's been rolling around in this ground through the plough for many, many centuries. But this side has a really, really nice little picture on there. And I think it says VOT as well. So it's just stunning, absolutely stunning. It's just wild to think that you can come to places like this and just dig all of these amazing artifacts and coins from the ground, and really kind of put you in touch with the people that once worked and farmed and used this landscape as their home. But there we are, guys, another absolutely amazing Roman coin. I'm sure there's going to be plenty more to come. We're at about 2:30 in the afternoon, and we're going to be here till about 6:30, 7 o'clock. So stay tuned, there's going to be more to come. And yeah, Can't wait to find them. Well, you might be pleased to know that I have found another coin. And I don't think it's a Roman coin this time. I actually think we've gone and found a tiny little hammered coin. And it's got a little bit cut off of it, which is a crying shame. But I think it is a little hammered coin. And more to the point, I think it's possibly like a little Charles I or something like that. It's yeah, it's most certainly a hammered coin, but I can't tell whether it's like Elizabeth I or a Charles I. But either way, it was another absolutely amazing sounding 56 in this stubble field. And look how small it is, look how thin it is, and it was not near the surface. I had to dig relatively deep for this one in heavily clayed soil. So, I mean, if you want confirmation that your program is finding you absolutely everything in the ground, it's finding tiny, thin, little delicate items like this. And this is a low conductor. And I'll have to give it a good old clean up and see if we can get some detail from it. But I'm confident in saying that's a Charles I, but of course there will be a nice graphic on the screen letting you know exactly what this coin is, and I might very well be wrong. But yeah, it's another hammered coin in this field. Well, I'll say another one, it's my very first one today. You never know, we might get some more, but I'd be happy just finding Roman grots. Well, I am totally happy finding Roman coins, hammered coins in this field all day long. I would be honestly the happiest guy just walking around picking up little Roman grots. But every now and again you get something which is just super interesting. And I also love these types of artifacts as well. And I have just had an 86 down here. It was relatively close to the top, just had to scratch around a little bit. And I've gone and found something which I think is pretty cool, but I've got no idea what it is. Come in and take a look. Okay, so on first impressions, it looks like it's pure bronze. Definitely a copper alloy, but it just looks like it's pure bronze. But it does look cast, because if you look at the back side of it here, you can see lots of sort of indentations there, where it certainly does look like a sort of cast metal. But if you look at this side, you can just see it's got some sort of strange patterns and strange details on it. Now, I'm going to get my toothbrush and just give this one a bit of a clean on the camera for you, and just to see if we can reveal any kind of detail or any markings which might indicate us with regards to how old this is. But it's obviously very decorative, isn't it? It's a decorative something, but I don't know from what time period. I don't know if it's Roman. Could potentially be modern, to be honest with you. I have absolutely no idea. I've never found anything like that ever. So yeah, I love finding things like this because you get to research them when you get home, and of course, you know, it could turn out to be something really cool, but then I'll want to come back and find the other pieces that it's broken off of as well. But hopefully it turns out to be something good. What do you guys think? Do you think this is something old? Is it Roman? Is it Celtic? Or is it just a piece of sort of modern scrap? Well, let me know in the comments below, but I am absolutely chuffed to find it, and hopefully I can find the other pieces that go with it as well. Well, just when you think the finds in this amazing field can't get any better, I have just found myself an absolutely stunning silver denarius. And it just sounds amazing. This completely stopped me in my tracks, and I knew that it was going to be a good signal, but I wasn't expecting this to come out of the ground. But it makes sense, right? We're in a Roman settlement site. We should be finding Roman silvers in and amongst all of the bronze coins as well. And this really is a stunning little coin. So if you've watched my channel for a little while, you'll know that recently we went out and found a hoard of over 100 of these coins. And now, of course, we've found another one, although several hundred miles away from where we found the hoard, that's for sure. But it's still a really nice little coin. I can't see enough on the coin to work out who the emperor is, but It looks to me like it's a sort of 2nd century coin, definitely into the sort of 200 AD range, something like that I would suggest. But it's 100% silver all the way through. It's got some amazing detail on it, and it's just another absolutely wonderful little find. Yeah, we've done certainly very, very well today, and this, you know, is just icing on the cake, isn't it? Hopefully I've come around a little patch where there's going to be a few more of these now, and don't forget that everything good that comes out I'm going to show you right here on the video, so definitely keep watching, and hopefully we'll get some more coins just like this. So guys, I have just caught up with Mr Tweed, who's also been out detecting on this amazing Roman permission as well, and he's found some pretty amazing stuff. What have you had?
It's been an absolutely fantastic day. So I've had about a dozen Roman grotty coins, still lovely, but not really much detail on them, and you've probably found quite a few as well, so I won't bother showing you them.
We've dug a few of those.
But I've had this nice little hammered. It's sort of quite worn, but I'm sure I'll still be able to get an idea off it. I don't know if it's like an Eddie Penny or if it's something slightly bigger, like a half groat. But
I think it's said with the 4th, isn't it?
You reckon?
Canterbury or something like that, I think.
Fantastic. So
that's
yeah,
a really nice coin, isn't it?
It was a nice little surprise right down by the river. And
very nice.
This is the best find of the day and probably the best find of the year so far.
He was so happy when he found this, by the way. It was like dancing around the field. It was.
You've never seen me run so fast,
no.
have you? Dropped all my machine and everything and ran up to you. Yeah, beautiful little silver Celtic unit, which
what an amazing find.
On our way up here I was saying I want to find a Celtic coin.
Yeah, he was literally going, I really want to find something Celtic because we don't find many of it where we go detecting, and almost sort of last doors of the day he gets this amazing little signal, and it's definitely a little silver Celtic unit. And
I was unsure when I saw that side, but then I flipped it around and saw the horse and I just thought, oh my God.
The horse gave it away. I mean, that's just amazing, isn't it?
It really has
done.
made my
And where's that little pendant thing that you found earlier as well?
Yeah,
do you have it? That's a really nice little find. Yeah, so we think this is like a sort of early medieval little horse hanger, but it's a really decorative one, and it's possibly one of the ones that had multiple things hanging off it as well. So it's quite an interesting find, and I'm going to be really intrigued to see that cleaned up, I think, because you're going to get some nice detail around the top there.
It'd be nice if we can find an example of a complete one so we can see what it used to look like, because I bet it would have been very decorative and quite pretty.
Well done.
Thank you, I'm over the moon. So
I bet you are.
I can't grumble, I can go home happy now, and we've still got a few days left.
And there we go, guys. We are at the end of what has been a truly monumentally amazing day out detecting on this Roman settlement site. I really hope you've enjoyed seeing all of these wonderful artifacts and coins coming out of the ground, and they all have been really fresh, so you've got to see them just as they've come out, or pretty much just after as well. I just want to say a huge thank you to my friend for inviting us here to do some detecting on his permission, and of course a huge thanks to the landowner, which has allowed us to come here and also find the stuff that's in the fields. Don't forget to subscribe if you like these videos, and of course like and hype the channel as well. But thanks again for watching. We're going to shoot off. I will of course see you on the very next dig.